what's up guys? Welcome back. This is Austin's review on his early access to Smash Bros. Ultimate. Perfect. Alright, so I'm just going to go over some of the cool things and then I'll go into spoilers of the story. So I hope you guys aren't sticking around for spoilers. So Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Pretty good controls, you know, kind of fun, you know, pretty tight, decent people. You know, Mario, Donkey Kong, Luigi, Ganondorf, which is, you know, the guy from Zelda. You know what I'm talking about. But overall, the game's okay. So let's go over the story a little bit. So the story starts out where this ship crashes into Earth and it has like these specimens in it. And one of them escapes and gets inside like this other person's body. Ends up like going to America, supposedly. That's what I'm getting at. And we shoot over and there's Mario and he's like this reporter. And he's trying to take down like this foundation of life. And he starts telling him like, you know, this person's murdered these people and stuff. And Luigi's dead because they murdered Luigi. And he tries to expose him on live TV, so like he tries to expose Bowser on live TV and it just crashes his whole career, just destroys it. So then we shoot back and it's like 6 months later and you come to find out that like, you know, Mario's doing hard time, you know, he's been doing all the cocaine, Luigi just died, you know, Princess Peach isn't with him because he exposed Princess Peach's emails and found out that Bowser had all these bad like, you know, tests going on that were killing people. It was fucked up. He's, you know, going through this whole little thing of like he doesn't want to do this anymore and that Bowser kind of ruined his career and shit. And then all of a sudden like this the scientist, which is Dr. Mario's, you know, like Mario was a doctor at one time. It's Dr. Mario's assistant, this lady, was like, hey, this Bowser's like killing these people with these tests. And they're trying to find a host for like these specimens. And he's like, whoa, you know, and didn't want any of it. But later on just convinced her like, you know, I'll take the case. So he ends up like at the Bowser Foundation of Life Corporation. And they're like, oh, well, you know, Foundation of Life, this is so cool. Come to find out like, you know, these things are like killing these people. You know, they're eating their insides and shit. And accidentally, you know, Mario gets stuck in like this tube with this specimen, and what happens is it gets on him, and he becomes like, you know, the new host, and he becomes like Dark Mario for a minute. You know, it's pretty sweet. I like it. This is pretty cool so far. He escapes, ends up running up a tree and stuff, Bowser and them, and like, you know, all his children trying to fuck with him and like try to get him and stuff, but he escapes. He goes home and like, you know, has this weird freaking thing where he eats out the trash can and shit, and the dark Mario is talking to him and shit. He's like, hey, what's up, man? And he's like, whoa. You know, trying to make him do bad stuff like murder people or like end the world or something. And then you come to find out that like this thing has other things that people have been attached to and they're trying to destroy Earth. And, you know, they're going to take this rocket that, like, Bowser built, and they're going to take it back to their planet, like, their meteor they found, and they're going to bring back everyone and just have hosts and just, like, clear out everyone. Because the only way that these things live is they have to have a host that's actually a perfect host, or they'll die. But there's a part where, like, he goes back and tries to find his girlfriend, which is, like, one of the worst parts in the whole game. Is, you know, he, like, sits in this lobster tank, and he's like, oh, man, is it hot in here? And Peach is like, no, Luigi! And then, like, he's like, I don't know. Here, let me put myself in the lobster. And he starts eating the lobster, you know, and he starts talking this negative self in his head and shit. It's like, well, we need you, and blah, blah, blah. And then, there's this big old car chase and stuff, and they're playing Mario Kart pretty much, like, on motorcycles and shit. And he ends up, like, ripping this dude's head off, and it's really cool. Really pushing that teen rating, which is great. But then the game just downfalls, just completely, just fucking stupid. And what happens is you come to find out that like the Nega self is like destroying himself on the inside, and it's just done so bad how they like transition everything. The action sometimes feels forced in this game. It's god awful. Literally, the Nega self actually gets out because of the sound. Like there's like this sound thing that like if it has too much like high frequency, it separates them, it hurts them. and it separates from Mario, and Peach is there, and like, oh shit. And he ends up like running away, and like these people, the Bowser Corporation, capture him. They're like, oh, we're gonna murder you and shit. And then like Peach finds out that this thing actually went inside this dog, you know, and they're like, whoa, you know. So then it attaches itself to her. And there's a part where they like make out like Mario and Peach with like this nega self, and it was super fucking stupid and weird. And I don't know how anyone liked that. He gets the power back, and he comes to find out that Bowser actually has one of those powers, and he wants to set this rocket off so that they can bring all these parasites back, you know, back to Earth and destroy the whole Earth and stuff. It's pretty cool up to this point, and then the action's, yeah, you know, but there's so much cheesiness, and how Mario talks in the movie is fucking weird. It's like, you know, he's like kind of like, hey, I don't know what's going on. He's like, you know exactly what's going on. He's like, okay, whoa. And he mumbles this shit. And you're just like, what the fuck, Mario? You know, and then what happens is he realizes, like, you know what, this is a pretty cool place. Your Earth is pretty cool. Here, let me help you. So, like, this parasite starts helping Mario. And then you come to find out that Bowser has one, and they start fighting, and Bowser's one's too fucking awesome and ends up killing fucking Mario. You're like, shit, Mario, no! But it was so fucking, like, cheesy. There was a special effects where they, like, all together. Terribleness. Way fucking terrible. It was just a slow down fight. Shitty. You know. The final boss kind of You know, so then he ends up, like, destroying the ship, and then they don't bring the people back. It dies. You know, the dark thing, like, separates from them, and it ends up, you know, they end up dying. And like, at the end of this thing, you know, Peach is like sitting on this corner and is like, you know, sorry about what happened with, you know, Venom. And she's like, Venom? Oh, I'm sorry too. It's like, the parasite starts talking, like Venom starts talking to Tom Hardy, and it's like, whoa, it's still there. So, you know, and they kind of have like the sneak peek of like, Woody Harrelson is Carnage in the Venom movie. So, I don't know. I don't see Woody Harrelson as Venom. I mean, Carnage, you know, it's just not good. So, yeah, I'm going to give this movie probably like a 4 out of 10. I was entertained a little bit, but the story was really lacking. It was like very mediocre. It didn't felt like it was right. And I think that you should bring in the Spider-Man element, or even the R rating would have worked. So, yeah, that's my review for Venom. Hope you guys like my review for Venom. We'll see you guys next time. Bye!